Have you ever had someone break their promise to you? If so, you probably have felt hurt, rejected, forgotten, and even betrayed. Do you resonate with that? If you're alive and you have a heartbeat, then you have probably experienced this. If that's you, I want you to know that Jesus knows your pain. There were those who had told him they would stay by his side no matter what, but on the night he was betrayed, when the guards came to arrest him, his friends ran away. He had to have felt overwhelmed and abandoned. In fact, he went to the Garden of Gethsemane to pray, and in deep pain, knowing full well what was about to happen, he went to God for help. And at that point, he had the opportunity to run away. He could have used the situation to bow out, to leave it all, but he does the opposite. He remains faithful, and he models faithfulness for us. In the book of Mark, chapter 14, we can eavesdrop on his prayer of desperation to God. That night, his body was under such stress that he was sweating blood. And he said, "Father, please take this cup of suffering away from me. Yet, I want your will to be done, not mine." In this prayer, Jesus modeled faithfulness through surrender. He was honest about what his flesh wanted, but he surrendered what he wanted, and he said to God, "Do what you want with my life." Jesus knew that the completion of his mission meant that people would know eternal forgiveness and hope. The night wasn't over, though. It was just beginning. He was arrested, tortured, and mocked in front of the whole city. And at this point, he's brought before the governor of Judea, and he's accused unjustly. Listen to Mark chapter 15 and verses 3 through 5. The leading priests kept accusing him of many crimes, and Pilate asked him, "Aren't you going to answer them? What about all these charges?" But Jesus said nothing. The Bible includes this moment of silence on purpose to show us that Jesus modeled faithfulness through humility. He was not the culprit of the crimes he was accused of: blasphemy, insurrection, fraud. Jesus was faithful when others accused him wrongfully and unjustly. They even made fun of him by covering his bruised body with the royal robe, and even so, he didn't run. He remained faithful. He walked every step of his life knowing his mission would be completed at the cross. The book of Mark says that after all this, they led him out to crucify him. Jesus modeled faithfulness through surrender, humility, and perseverance. He persevered through a painful journey all the way to the cross, and he was in control the whole time. He knew what was about to happen. Jesus was faithful in suffering until the completion of his mission. You see, Jesus is the only person that will never fail you. He died on the cross and came back to life for the forgiveness of our sins. And when we say yes to him, he remains with us for eternity. Because Jesus has been faithful, you and I can release others from the pain that may have cost us and rest only and finally in his faithfulness. So this week, make a list of the ways in which people have broken their promise to you. Scratch each item and then develop a way for you to show surrender to God, humility toward others, and perseverance until the end.